Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going camping up in one of the most beautiful parts of Scotland, Glencoe. Unfortunately we don't have the weather for it. The last few weeks here have been amazing. It's been 20 degrees, sunny, clear skies every day. However, the weather turned yesterday, last night, and it's a bit wild, a bit wet, a bit windy, but that's part of the experience of living in Scotland and going and doing stuff in the outdoors in Scotland as well. So we're going to get started, going to head up, going to meet Ryan, and we're going to head up to Glencoe. So we've made it to the car park at, what do you call this bit, Ryan? Three Sisters car park here at Glencoe. We're just about to head off and hit the trail and then head up to where we're going to pitch up for the night. We've got Ryan, we've got John, we're ready to go. Look at this spot, absolutely stunning. Weather's not fantastic, but it is what it is. So we're about halfway in just now. We've been going for about the last 50 minutes. Look at this where we are right now. And heading up into the Lost Valley here at Glencoe, and it honestly is incredible so far. One of the wee things I got for this trip was a wee water straw, which we've used a couple of times so far, and it's actually really good. So it means when you go up to like the wee ponds, the wee streams, you can drink the water straight from it, and I tell you something, it's the best water I've ever had in my life. We've made it to the top of the Lost Valley. It might not be the best day, but look at this, it's absolutely incredible, the view here. So we're going to head down here, we're going to set up camp for the night and just sit, chill out, try and get a fire started and then take it from there. Funny because like even though the weather's not that great, it just puts so many people off coming out, but when you live in Scotland you have to decide, you know what, I might get a little bit wet, I'm just going to go out anyway. And if you have the right gear on, you'll be fine. But even today it's like it kind of adds a layer of mysticism to it because you can't quite see everything, but it's actually so nice up here, so quiet as well, and the only noise is from the waterfalls that are close by. So this is my first outing for my new tent, the OEX, no idea how you say that, Fox 1. It's a wee one-man tent, wee one-man number, but looking forward to getting it set up and getting all cosy. There we go. The tent is set up. The OEX, I think it's like 4X Phantom 1. Wee one-man tent, set up, ready to go. I'm going to get my bag emptied, get that in, and then get set up. Look at where we're camping. The rain's actually went off just now, so it's very pleasant. John's tent's over there, and then Ryan's tent is there. But it is absolutely stunning around here. When you go around this rock, right into the valley there, which is insane. So, going to get set up, get bag emptied and then chill out. The midges are a pain in the arse, to be honest. They're an absolute pain, but I'm going to get set up. There's a wee cave over there, so maybe go and try and sit in there, get some shelter, and then maybe even try and get a fire going. So I've got the midgie net on because the midges, as you can imagine, in Scotland are horrific, but it's part of the game when we're out here. What we're doing right now is we're actually out looking for some firewood. So Ryan in the background there's cutting down this dead tree. It's important to make sure you're not cutting down trees that are still alive. Obviously nice green leaves on them. We're looking for ones that are already dead or falling over, and then we're going to get them and get a fire started using that. So finally got the fire set up. because it's so wet, it's taken us a while to find the wood, get it dried out, and then get the fire going. But we are there, and knowing our luck, the rain has just came on, or it started raining a little bit more as we've got the fire going. The rain's been kind of on off all day. It's not the best, but you expect that sort of thing when you're out camping in Scotland. But it's looking pretty good now. It's pretty chilled out. It's not wild. There's no really any wind. We're just sitting chilling by the fire, and then we'll get dinner shortly. Ryan's just chilling. How you doing, mate?
Closing the fire.
Oh, can't put that on YouTube, mate. Getting this fire going was a massive morale booster for us. It was cold, wet and windy, and it took us quite a while to find firewood. When we first started to get the fire going, it didn't work, so getting it going second time around was huge, and we all got a little bit of a lift from it. Being up here in the house, we had no phone signal, which was actually quite refreshing. It meant you were away from devices, away from the internet, and away from being totally connected. It meant we were completely present, just sitting, chatting, listening to music and having a good laugh. In a world where we worry about the trivial, this was a breath of fresh air. Our biggest concern was getting this fire started, and there was a point when it was going that I was sitting with my hands completely dry for one of the first times that day, and what a feeling it was. It taps into your inner need for survival, and it's wholesome to sit round a fire, chat, listen to music, and make a wee hot chocolate for yourself before you go to bed. So we've got dinner sorted tonight. We've got one of these wee food packs, just chili and rice, that we've ate up in the jet boil. So we're going to get wired into that. So you can see that there, we've just went and filtered our water. And good evening, it's now 9:15. It's still light. I don't think it's going to get dark for another hour or so, but we're going to get ready for bed. It's been a long day. We actually had the fire's still going, which is amazing, because there was a point where we thought we're not going to have a fire, so it's nice. A little bit damp, a little bit cold just from being wet, but I've got a nice set of warm clothes in my tent and my warm sleeping bag that I'm going to get into very, very shortly, and then get to sleep. Currently lying in my sleeping bag in the tent, ready to go to sleep. Nice and cosy, nice and warm. I'm going to finish up the day relaxing, listening to the sound of the rain on the outside of the tent, and then get some sleep. Good morning. Woke up. I didn't want to say I slept last night because it was pretty rough. The weather was pretty horrific with the rain and the wind battering the tent. There was points I thought my tent's coming flying off here. However, at the same time, my sleeping bag and inside the actual tent itself was really warm, so I can't complain about that. I was nice and cosy, which was a big bonus when it was absolutely torrential outside. Last night this bit was all rocks. There was no water here at all, and then we woke up this morning and there's actually an actual proper river here, which is pretty insane. That's us all packed up, ready to go. It's been a tough morning because it's so cold, so wet and windy, and we've just finished packing up, finished and getting something to eat, and then the rains went off, which is our luck. So we're going to head back down to the car park shortly, and then head back home. But it's been a fantastic trip. We've had to deal with a lot in terms of the weather because we've got soaked. We've had to deal with the wind as well. Like during the night it was just so torrential, and then the difficulty in actually trying to find dry firewood last night as well. But it's been a great wee overnight trip and a great bit of wild camping. Yeah? Is it? Go on, Josh, you can do it. Aye, just put it, no, don't jump, put it in 1 foot at a time. And then 1 foot onto the big one. Needs must, eh? As us back in the car after hiking back down from the Hidden Valley at Glencoe. It's been a fantastic night, a fantastic weekend out camping. Despite the challenges that we faced, it's been brilliant. But these adventures are there to challenge you. That's the whole point of them. If it was easy, then you could go and do it no bother. But going out and actually doing something like this is going to challenge you, and it is pretty fun as well. Sometimes you have to make it a little bit hard, to actually enjoy it even more and enjoy that feeling when you get back to the car on a day like today, just to sit down and enjoy what you've achieved. Ryan's in the back there trying to find the keys for the car. But if you've enjoyed watching this video, then please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.